He proposed! Dallas and I are now officially engaged! Congratulations! Well, I mean, we knew it was gonna happen, but the way he did it was so fantastic. Oh, I feel like I'm floating on cloud 9. And you will be for quite some time. You guys already have your date picked out, right? Yeah, we're thinking about 3 months from now. Oh, wow, that's not very long. It's not, but we don't plan to have a big wedding, just something small with the people who are important to us. That makes sense. Of course you would think so. We got the idea from you. Oh, how your ideas have changed. Yeah. I knew I should have told you where I got the idea. No, it's okay. I just remember how you kept telling me that I would regret it. Well, you have so many friends and family that I figured you would have to hear about it for the rest of your life. I was trying to save you having to listen to people complain if they weren't invited. You said that you wanted to have all of our old friends at my wedding. Well, that would have been nice. You're more than welcome to invite them to your wedding. We can't afford it. Besides, there isn't enough time. You're the one with money. You should have had the bigger wedding. I'm not sure why you think that. We aren't rich or anything. Yeah, but look at where you live. That place is gorgeous. You have to have a lot of money to have that kind of gorgeous ranch. Not at all. It's my family's house. After my parents died, they left it to me. It's a lot of work, and it's not always profitable. Oh, right, because people who don't have a lot of money always have horses, huh? My family have had horses for forever. They're part of having a ranch. I used to ride when I was a kid. I know that horses are expensive. Jay's calling. I have to go, because I'll bet he needs me to help with something. I'm so jealous. I wish I could stay home all day and work. Well, maybe you and Dallas could discuss you staying home with the kids. That's a pretty big assumption. What if I don't want kids? Then you would have changed your mind after years of saying you can't wait to be a mother. I might have. That's true. Well, congratulations and catch you later. Hey, Kayla, I have a few questions for you. Sure, what do you need? Well, Dallas and I were thinking about venues, and we think we found the perfect one. You don't want to have it at your church? We actually want to have just one venue for the wedding and the reception. It's just a lot easier. It would also make it easy to spend more time with our guests. That definitely helps. That's why we ended up having our marriage on the ranch. It made things so much easier. Exactly. And since you brought it up, we were wondering if we could have our wedding at your ranch. Oh, I'll need to think about it. We have a lot going on during the spring, so it may not be in a good state when you guys plan to wed. Oh, come on. You can put off chores for a day so we can get married. It will take more than a day. Preparing everything will take at least a week. Oh, please, you're exaggerating. No, it took us nearly 2 weeks when we did it. That's because you guys were remodeling. It won't take that long for our wedding. I want to say yes, but realistically, I don't know. You're giving us only a little more than 2 months, and it overlaps with when things start to get really busy. Please, we really can't afford somewhere expensive, and your ranch is perfect. I mean, your wedding photos are still the best I've ever seen. Your ranch is what really makes it look so amazing. I'll talk to Jay. Oh, come on. We don't have long, so we need to lock down our venue. I'll see what we can do, but if you need an answer today, it's gonna have to be no. If you can wait a few days, I'll talk to Jay. And if he agrees, we'll see about shifting some of our chores around that time, around the wedding. I guess if that's the best that you can do, I'll have to take it. I really want to have my wedding ceremony and reception on your ranch. I mean, there couldn't be a more perfect place for my special day. I agree with that. As soon as Jay comes in, we'll discuss it. Once I know how he feels, we'll go from there. Okay, don't forget, okay? Don't worry, I'm not gonna forget. It's at the top of my priority list. So, what's the verdict? Jay's on board, but we're still working through the details. Yeah, thank you. But you could have told me yesterday. I would appreciate it if you don't take up time because we're already cutting it close.
I don't know if you can use the ranch yet.
What? You just said that you and Jay agree we can. What else do you need?
We have to adjust our work schedule. There are things that are scheduled for the 2 weeks leading up to your wedding. We have to reschedule most of that.
Just cancel it. You can always do it later.
It's not that easy. We have to make sure that it's scheduled. A lot of our work over the rest of the year relies on getting some of that work done.
Oh, I'm sure you can do without for this year. I mean, you have more than enough money.
No, that's not true at all, Jody. Again, if you need an answer now, the answer is no. I told you it would take a few days.
Oh, now you need a few days, huh? I think you're just stalling.
I want you to have a great wedding, but we can't just ignore the ranch. I want to let you use the place because I know that it can be such a great experience, but we can't just let the ranch go. That's our livelihood.
Pfft, you work at a law firm. It's not your livelihood.
Most of our income is from the ranch. I work at the law firm because it provides stable income. Look, I'm not going to argue with you. Either you need to wait until we see if we can rearrange the schedule, or you can start looking for another venue.
So much for you being one of my best friends.
I'm sorry, but ranching isn't easy. Give me a couple of days and I should have an answer for you.
Fine, whatever. I'll just start looking for another venue.
Oh, okay. Good luck.
I thought you said you only needed a couple of days. It's been 3 days since I asked you.
Hi, Jody. What do you mean?
You said you just needed a couple of days to try to make sure you had things in order. Then you didn't contact me at all.
Oh, you said that you would find another venue. So I thought you decided not to use the ranch.
I never said that. If you didn't want me to use the ranch, you should have just been honest.
So you do want to use the ranch?
Yes. Why would you think I didn't?
Because you said you would find something else? I'll start calling around and we'll let you know in 2 days.
Oh, great. You need 2 more days.
I'm sorry, but you made it sound like you would find something else. I didn't realize that you still wanted to use the ranch.
Then you should have asked.
I already apologized. You really need to calm down.
Ugh. You're right. I'm sorry. Please let me know as soon as you know.
I will. In the meantime, focus on other stuff. There's plenty to keep you busy.
I don't need you to tell me that.
Sorry. I'll start calling around and you can focus on the other stuff.
We did it! You can use the ranch. Thank God! I was starting to panic.
I'm sorry, I really thought you were gonna find somewhere else. Anyway, everything is settled and you're good to start planning to use the ranch. I'll send along the details about where you guys can set up the ceremony.
I want to have it outside.
That's entirely understandable, but you'll need to also consider using the barn in case of rain. We'll clean it out and have it ready just in case.
Ew! You want me to get married in your barn?
Only if it rains. Don't worry, we can get it set up to look really nice. That way you can use it for the reception too.
Oh, right. I guess we don't want to have that outside.
No, even if it's a sunny day, you'll want to be able to close off some parts of the ceremony.
Still, the barn, it sounds so hick.
You don't remember how we prepared it for our wedding, do you?
No, not really.
I'll send pictures. If you want to get some ideas of what we did, I can help you get things planned.
Oh, that's a great idea. I'll let you know what you can schedule for us. This is gonna be the best wedding ever.
I will definitely work with you to help you get your dream wedding.
Yeah.
Good news! We got the flowers you wanted. It's gonna cost a bit extra, but they can have the flowers here on time.
Oh, I thought we were gonna use the flowers from your greenhouse.
We don't have the right color lilies and roses, and we definitely don't have enough of them for the barn.
Oh, how much will it cost to get the flowers here on time?
It's going to be $550.
What? That's way too much!
Well, I would be willing to pay for it as your wedding present.
Really? That would be amazing!
Of course, I would do nearly anything for my best friend.
I know. You were so cool when I asked you to let Renee be my maid of honor.
Well, it really worked better for both of us. I've had a lot to do trying to get the ranch ready. I don't think that I would have been a very good matron of honor.
Right, matron.
So when is the bachelorette party? I haven't seen anything about it.
Actually, we had it last weekend.
What? I didn't get an invitation?
I know. I didn't want you to feel that you had to attend.
I wanted to go. I haven't seen so many of our friends in years.
Well, I didn't want you to neglect something for the wedding. If you had worried about the party, you might have missed something during the planning.
I'm really hurt that you left me out.
Which reminds me, Dallas has asked that you do not be at the wedding.
What?
Since you're his ex, it doesn't seem like a good idea for you to be there.
We went on 3 dates when we were in middle school.
I know, but he said that it would just be uncomfortable.
You're having the ceremony on my ranch. How is this not a problem sooner?
Oh, it was. But I was afraid if I told you, you would say that we needed to find somewhere else to hold it. And I had my heart set on the ranch.
Is that why you didn't want me to be at the wedding party at all?
Of course. We didn't intend for you to be at the wedding or the reception. That should have been obvious by the fact that we didn't send you an invitation.
I thought you had overlooked it. Or that we were to assume that we should be there. You're literally gonna be on my property for it.
Stop making my wedding about you. You showing up to my wedding would just be uncomfortable for everyone.
Wow, okay. If that's the case, good luck finding another venue. And I won't bother ordering the flowers for you.
What? You already said you would.
I didn't realize that you were just using me. Because you were right. If I had known that I wasn't invited, there wasn't a chance I would have wasted so much time helping you.
I know you aren't gonna cancel on me now. You're just bluffing. Because I know you wouldn't do that to your best friend.
No, I certainly wouldn't. But with the way you've acted lately, you've let me know that I am not your best friend. From the way you're acting, I don't think that we're even friends anymore.
Whatever, I know you love me. After all, you did all that work to make sure that I'll have the best wedding. You aren't so vindictive that you would just deny me a free venue. I mean, you've saved me so much money. I knew that you were rich.
Apparently you've changed a lot over the last couple of years.
I'm the same old Jody you've always loved.
No, you aren't. The Jody that I knew and loved would never have excluded me from her wedding party. You aren't that woman.
I think you're the one who changed. You tried to refuse to let me use your ranch. I had to guilt you into letting me use it. The Kayla I knew would have said yes without hesitation.
No, I would always have had to check. That's how you run a ranch.
Whatever. I know that there was a time you would have done whatever I wanted. Now it's like pulling teeth.
It's actually worse than that now.
What's that supposed to mean?
You will not be allowed on my ranch. Best get started trying to find a venue because no one from your event is going to be allowed on my lands.
You can't do that. The wedding is less than a week away.
Then you'd better get moving.
I'm gonna come to the ranch and get everything set up. You can't stop me.
The police will say otherwise.
You have become the worst friend ever.
I wish I could take that crown, but you have me beat by miles. Now that I know you only started talking to me 4 months ago because of my ranch, I think it's best that we go back to ignoring each other.
You can't stop me. I will have my perfect wedding for free on your ranch.
How dare you have Jody arrested? What did she ever do to you?
She used me, then told me I couldn't even be on my property, after I planned everything.
What the hell are all those people doing? It's our wedding.
Those are my real friends and family. Since you guys decided to get married on my birthday, we repurposed it to be a birthday celebration.
You didn't invite us to it.
Of course not. You guys were supposed to be off getting married. I wasn't gonna make you feel like I was trying to steal your audience. The only people here are the people who actually care about me.
After what you've done, no one is gonna care about you.
Everyone here knows what happened. They're here to show they support me.
You are horrible. The worst. I can't believe that I had a crush on you for forever.
Don't you need to bail your bride out of jail?
We will never forget that you ruined our wedding day. We'll ruin you online.
You can try. It should be interesting to see what people think, especially since I'll be honest about everything that has happened.
Are you threatening me?
I just think it's funny that you used my former best friend to try to get back at me for turning you down. I didn't tell her because she was so happy. Maybe I should have let her know what a snake you are, but then I wouldn't have found out just how awful she's become.
You're the awful one. You're so full of yourself that you can't even see how people feel about you.
I think that I tend to think the best of people. Then you guys go and prove me wrong. Now, I'm gonna get back to my party. I strongly recommend you go take care of your bride.
I don't want to marry a jailbird.
Funny, since it's really your fault that she's in jail.
I didn't make her do anything.
You told her that if she didn't come up here and make a scene and trespass on our land, you wouldn't marry her.
How did you know that?
You guys talked about it in front of my brother. Man, you guys are so self-absorbed you don't notice anyone or anything around you.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm gonna make you pay for everything you've done.
The next 48 hours were pretty exciting, and not in the good way. Dallas came up to the ranch armed and ready to really hurt someone. Fortunately, we have cameras everywhere, and the cops were patrolling the area more often after his threat. When he was arrested, he faced a lot of charges, including assaulting several police officers. He wound up getting 5 years in prison because he had actually gone down a conspiracy rabbit hole, and it was clear that he was a threat to a lot more than just Jay, me, and our ranch. When he gets out, it's very likely he'll be driven out of town because there were a lot of people on his bad list. None of them were happy about the kinds of things he was saying and threatening to do. Jody was released after a month. She hadn't done too much, unlike her husband. When it became clear that her fiancé was going to be locked away for a long time, she lost interest. However, her association with him meant that a lot of people in town turned against her. Last I heard, she left town to live with an aunt on the other side of the country. She never did apologize, but I don't really care. She destroyed our friendship and tainted my memories of it. Sad that she was willing to throw all of that away. Jay and I have continued to run our ranch as we always did. Initially, the story about what happened was bad for business. Dallas was convincing in the beginning. Once people learned what he was actually up to, their opinion about doing business with us turned. I still do a bit of legal consulting, but with our first child on the way, I don't really have time to hold down 2 jobs. Jay has plenty keeping him busy since things are booming now, 2 years after those events. I'm so excited to see where life takes us next.
Hey babe, make sure you save time for me over the weekend of the 14th.
You mean Valentine's weekend? That's over 2 weeks from now. Someone is eager.
Yep, got some plans and I want you all to myself.
Not all weekend.
What do you mean?
We're having the Mardi Gras celebration since everyone has to work during the weekend.
Oh, you're right. I'm so glad I texted you because I completely forgot.
I'm glad you texted too. I want to be able to enjoy our time alone.
Me too. I want to go all out. But now I'll save the money I was going to spend on a spa for Saturday.
Aw, that's so sweet. But as long as we're alone for some of it, that's more than enough for me.
It's not nearly enough for me. I want to spoil my princess.
Is that a way of saying you're Prince Charming?
We both know that I am the Prince Charming. You were the lucky lady to land me.
Well, someone is very confident.
You know I am. I'm hot, and women constantly hit on me. But you won me over with your nerdy nature and your more naive outlook on life.
That's not exactly a flattering way to view me.
Well, it's true. I'm your first boyfriend because you kept your nose in a book.
And you were a womanizer who was afraid of commitment when I met you.
Yeah, but you changed me. That just goes to show you're a rare woman indeed.
Then we make a great couple.
I agree.
I'm glad you texted, but I need to get back to work. My group is starting to complain that I'm texting instead of working.
That's because they're jealous that you're dating a hot older man.
Most of them don't know who you are.
I used to play football and lacrosse for your college. Have I already been forgotten?
This isn't a group that pays much attention to sports of any type. Nerds, remember?
Even nerds know about me. I find it hard to believe that they aren't just jealous.
Gotta go. Love you.
Man, I'm gonna be so bored without you. Guess I'll just have to spend the next few hours missing you.
Hey, Angela, it's Kim. Thanks for giving me your number.
Hi, Kim. No problem. You're one of Kevin's oldest friends, so I would love to get to know you better.
Are you calling me old?
What? No! I just mean you've known him longer than almost anyone else.
I know. No one knows him better than me. All of his mistakes, every mischievous thing he's done, and of course, all the women he's been with.
Yeah. If you're like me and my best friend, you probably hold that over him too.
Why would you do that? Do you blackmail your best friend?
No! We just joke about things like that. You know, kind of, you best not rat me out because I know all of your dark secrets.
OMG, that sounds terrible.
It's not meant to be, we're just joking. Maybe it's a nerd thing.
Thank God I'm not a nerd. Honestly, it sounds like you have to bully people into being your friend.
I think we may have gotten off on the wrong foot. I'm really sorry about that.
Just don't go doing that to my Kevin. He can be so sensitive.
I know. I was surprised at just how sensitive he can be.
What's that supposed to mean?
Just most of the guys I know hate to let you know what their emotions are. Kevin is surprisingly in touch with his emotions. It's so refreshing.
I know. You can thank me for that. I've literally spent years making sure he wasn't some emotionless jock. Now you're getting to enjoy all the benefits from my hard work.
Well, thank you so much. You did an amazing job. So he wasn't always like this?
Oh no, not at all. He used to be so macho, acting like nothing bothered him. Of course, he wasn't quite the ladies' man he is today.
Oh, why?
Because women love a man who acts like he has emotions. He can be a decent actor too, when he wants to be.
Do you mean he pretends to care but doesn't?
Sometimes, yeah. There was this one girl who kept turning him down. She hadn't been with anyone before, and he had a reputation for being a bit promiscuous. She was eating out of his hand less than a month later. He dumped her not long after that because he was just interested in sleeping with a virgin. After that, she was too needy and clingy. At least that's what he told me.
That's awful. I can't believe he would do that to someone.
Oh, it was several years ago. I think he got it out of his system. I mean, he's been with you for almost a year. I never thought that was possible.
I'm glad he's not that immature anymore. But I really feel sorry for the girl he did that to. That was just wrong.
Oh, she was fine. Think of it this way. She learned a really important lesson about life.
I guess. I don't like the fact that he used to be like that. It's a bit cruel.
That's what I meant when I said it was a lot of work to train him. He was so cruel for a while there, but I showed him how wrong he was. So I hope you appreciate everything I've done to make him such a good guy.
Thanks. I guess that's a side of him that is less than great.
Well, if you want to be with him, you need to accept him for who he is.
Well, hopefully he's not like that anymore.
Like I said, he's done a lot of changing, so now he's a great man. In fact, he's never been with anyone as long as he's been with you. So I think that he's getting better.
I guess so. I mean, would he have even looked at a nerd a few years ago?
Oh yeah, that last girl was a nerd. But she was also a lot more attractive than you. Not really your typical looking nerd. Then again, she was into stuff that wouldn't exactly get her a high-paying job. But I can honestly say that he seems so happy with you. Sometimes it's almost sick just how in love he acts.
Really?
Oh yeah, that lovey-dovey stuff. Just goes on and on about you. Still, he is my bestie, so I just let him talk. At the same time, I thought that I should get to know you better. I've never really had to do that before since I know that the relationships wouldn't last, but you're different.
I guess that's good.
Of course it is. It means you must be special, at least to Kevin. You know that we always dress up for our Mardi Gras celebration, right?
Oh, yeah. Kevin and I talked about wearing a couple's costume. Or at least we wanted to dress on a similar theme.
Oh, really? Are you guys going to dress up in a theme?
Yeah, since I do a lot of cosplay, I have several outfits that are great for Mardi Gras. I'm gonna be dressed all in green. A green wig, a green and gold sequin dress, and a large green and gold mask. Kevin will have a golden sequin suit, almost a tux. It will have green edges to match mine. He'll have a golden wig and mask. The mask will have the same green trim.
Oh, that sounds amazing. Do you think I could get a preview?
We kind of wanted it to be a surprise. He said he's never dressed up like this.
Oh, please. I think I know more about what he wants since I've known him forever.
The party is soon, so you'll get a chance to see it then.
Pretty please. I won't tell him, I swear.
How about I send you a picture of my outfit? That way, his is still a surprise.
Okay, I guess I can work with that.
What do you mean?
Oh, nothing. I'm planning on doing a scrapbook and want to make sure that I have the right colors for it.
Oh, that's amazing. Are you making one for everyone?
No. I'm just making one for me to share with my friends.
I would love to see it when it is done.
Well, I don't really know you, so we'll see.
I guess that's fair.
Don't forget to send that picture.
Oh, right. I'll send it when I get home.
Just make sure you don't forget, huh?
I'll set up a reminder.
Good.
Have a good day, Kim. Kevin, I know that Kim is your best female friend, but I'm really not comfortable with the way she's acting. I mean, her outfit matches yours. It looks like you guys are a couple.
I'm just as shocked as you. How did she even know what color to get?
She texted me earlier in the week saying that she wanted us to be friends.
Wait, she got your number? How?
I don't know, I didn't ask. I figured you gave it to her because she asked.
No, I didn't. She must have taken it off my phone.
Or she could have asked one of your other friends.
Why would she do that? I mean, clearly she didn't want me to know either way.
That doesn't make sense. Have you guys ever been a couple?
What? No. She and I are just friends. I've never had romantic feelings towards her.
She was telling me about some of the women you've dated in the past. Kim definitely made it sound like you didn't need to have feelings for people to be involved with them.
She what? I can't believe she would do that. Okay, I'll be honest with you. Kim has always had a thing for me. But I just see her as a sister. I'm not even remotely interested in her like that.
Like what?
Like a romantic partner? I'm totally in love with you. And I can actually see a future with you.
That's actually pretty sweet. But I'm not sure how I feel about you guys being friends now.
What do you mean? She's been my friend forever. I don't want to lose her.
Look, she has feelings for you. And now she's clearly trying to look like you guys are a couple.
Yeah, but I don't have feelings for her. So what's the big deal?
You're okay with her trying to look like your girlfriend?
No, I'm not. But I think I can handle this. Just leave it to me. And I'll get her to stop acting like this.
Okay, I trust you. But please don't be alone with her during this party. She's being way too flirty and touching you a lot. I'm really not comfortable.
She's always like that. But I can see what you mean. Believe me, I was upset when I saw her outfit. And yeah, I know what she's doing. I'll set some boundaries to make sure she stops this.
Okay, thanks. Please hurry back with the drinks.
I will. I love you.
You've never said that before.
Well, I should have. I absolutely mean it. I'll hurry back to tell you in person.
Okay, see you soon.
Not soon enough.
I thought you said you were gonna take care of her. Is this what you meant? Telling her where we were going for our date?
I didn't know that she would show up. I'm trying to fix it. If you can just wait with her while I get one of my friends to take her out of here.
How am I supposed to handle her? She's raving.
What is she saying?
She's pretty much shouting, so it's kind of hard to tell.
I'm hurrying back. I'll take care of this, I swear.
She just said she's pregnant with your baby.
What?
She has a picture of an ultrasound? Your best female friend is definitely pregnant, Kevin. Please tell me that it's not you. You wouldn't cheat on me?
I love you, Angela. I've dated so many women and never felt like this about any of them.
Oh my god, you did cheat on me, didn't you?
Please, we need to talk about this. I don't want Kim. I only want you.
Clearly you want anything with a... Never mind. I'm not gonna fight with you. I think I'm gonna be sick.
I'll take care of everything. Kim has been coming on to me forever. Finally, she got me drunk enough to take advantage of me.
Judging by the images on her phone, she's been taking advantage of you for years, Kevin.
Pictures? She's been taking pictures of us when we were screwing? I can't believe she would do that to me.
Clearly, she was right about what a horrible bastard you are. You haven't actually changed at all. I don't care what you guys do. We're through, Kevin.
No! I'm coming back right now. We aren't done. You can't break up with me over text.
I never want to see you again. I wish I never met you.
Don't say that. Please don't throw away what we have. I love you. I've never felt like this about anyone.
I don't care. What you feel for me isn't enough for you to not cheat. Anything I felt for you is gone. She's pregnant with your baby. That means you've been screwing for months. Now I know why she got my number and why she wanted to look like a couple with you yesterday. Well, she can have you.
Wait, Angela, don't leave. You can't dump me. No one has ever dumped me before.
Congratulations, you twisted asshole. You get dumped by your girlfriend on the day you find out you'll be a father with your best friend. Enjoy your expert handiwork. At least this time you've really screwed yourself.
Don't leave me. I don't want a kid. I'll cut Kim out of my life forever. Just don't leave me, please.
This is all your fault.
Oh, hi, Kim. Don't you have couples you need to be breaking up with because of your jealousy?
You have to tell Kevin that he can't cut me out of his life. I'm pregnant with his baby.
Oh, I don't think that I congratulated you, so congrats.
I don't want your congratulations. I want you to get out of our lives. He loves me. Don't you understand that? He loves me.
Why? Because you guys have been screwing for years? Even when he was dating other people?
Of course. That's a good reason why I'm his best friend.
Well, yeah, it's because you're too stupid to realize that he was using you. Since you were willing to be friends with benefits, he never had to pretend to love you. Sucks to be you and to be so stupid, but that's where you are now.
I'm not stupid, and I'm a million times better looking than you are.
And yet apparently he would rather cut you out of his life than to give up on being with me. Man, it's gotta be a rough day for you.
Stop that! Stop acting like you're better than me!
Well, I mean, you kept screwing a guy who wasn't romantically interested in you, hoping he would learn to love you. Is this baby just your latest attempt to get him to pick you? Because that's really sad and not at all original.
I know that you're jealous. After all, he was with you but was sleeping with me.
It hurts because I really thought he loved me. But ultimately, you saved me a lot of time. Oh, and just so you know, after I posted the story about him cheating on me a few hours ago, I got a flood of comments. Apparently, you're one of 3 women who had the same idea.
What? I know that he was sleeping with other women, but I'm okay with that. As long as he loves me, I'm okay if he wants to mess around with other women. Because I understand him. I know what he needs.
That's so sweet. And I'm sure the other 2 women who are carrying his children feel the same way. Good luck with sharing him both as a lover and a father. You're a much better woman than me.
What? He can't have gotten other women pregnant? He loves me! Me!
What did you do? I'm getting bombarded with calls, texts, and emails. My parents are furious.
I just posted the details about what happened at the restaurant. And apparently Kim wasn't the only woman you knocked up. For someone who's a commitment phobe, you sure are good at tying yourself down.
I don't love any of them. I love you. I'll tell all of them that we're done. From here on out, I'm all yours.
I would rather kiss a box jellyfish than let you ever touch me again.
A box what?
Don't worry your pea brain about it, Kevin. Focus on the things that your brain can handle, like the very basic functions. You have less down pat. I guess the next thing for you to learn is about being a father. Good luck with that one.
How can you say that? Don't you love me?
I never said I love you, and now I know exactly how I do feel about you. You, Kevin, are a disgusting example of the worst that humanity has to offer.
How can you talk to me like that? I'm your first. No matter what you do, I'll always be your first.
Yeah, it's a shame.
But I'm glad that I got the worst out of the way first. If I do things right, it can only get better from here.
Screw you, Angela. You weren't even that good in bed. Of course I slept with other women. You just couldn't fulfill me.
Judging by the number of women you've been screwing, I would say that you're so inept that you will never be satisfied. Man, I feel bad for your kids.
I should have tampered with your birth control. Then you wouldn't be able to talk to me like this because I would be the father of your child.
You're the most disgusting thing I've ever had the displeasure of knowing. I would rather spend the rest of my life in a lab with mold and the most deadly diseases than to ever talk to you again.
Wait, Angela, please, don't leave me. I was just lashing out because you hurt me. I can't do anything if you aren't by my side.
Thanks to the amazing advice of my friend Heath, I didn't block Kevin or Kim. Kevin did say some very questionable things, and I was very glad that I dumped him so quickly. Apparently, knowing that he had knocked up a few women, he wished he had done that to me. Then he said he would then have a permanent link to me. When it became clear that he wasn't going to do anything illegal, I told him if I ever heard from him again, I would contact the police. Kevin wasn't the brightest bulb, but the threat of the police, coupled with his parents' fury at what he had done, made sure that Kevin left me alone. From what I heard, his parents made him get a job with another company. They weren't about to let him bring down the name of their company, and he ended up having to work a lot of long hours to cover all of his children. Ironically, Kim was pregnant with twins, so he went from a sports star to a worker in a dead-end job. I really felt sorry for his kids, but I never missed him. Kim was a whole other problem. When Kevin tried to cut her out of his life, she was enraged. First, she tried to blame me, but with the number of threats and unhinged rants that I recorded, I was able to get a protective order against her. When she realized that I no longer wanted Kevin and that he was turning on her because he really didn't want her, she turned all of her anger on him. Things got really messy, and they ended up getting into a physical fight when she was a few months pregnant. After a few nights in jail, their friendship was entirely gone. After the twins were born, she kept denying Kevin and his family access. Considering her family also had money, the issues have been caught up in the courts for a long time. As for me, I finished my doctorate and got a high-paying job. Considering my horrible first relationship, I was really slow to get involved in anything else, especially while I was in school. Since graduating, I've started dating, but I'm not in a rush to get into anything serious. At this point, I'm loving being single and getting to do all kinds of fun stuff that I couldn't do if I were tied down. My job lets me travel and have some amazing hobbies, and I think that I want to enjoy the single life now that I'm out of school. Hey David, I just wanted to make sure you remembered to set aside time for our date this weekend.
We were supposed to have a date night this weekend. Thought we agreed we didn't have time for date night a few months ago.
Yeah, but it's our anniversary on Friday. We're supposed to go away for a weekend getaway to celebrate, remember?
Oh, right. Yes, I knew that. Sorry. I won't be able to this weekend, though. Work is really busy, so I can't get away. What if we plan to do it again in a few weeks?
3 weeks ago, you said you would make sure that we're able to go. I've already paid for everything, and they don't have any refunds.
Well, you should have reminded me. It's not my fault that I'm busy.
I texted you several times and sent you all of the details over email.
You should have talked to me about it. I don't even know where we're going.
We're going to the beach, like you requested?
Oh, I don't remember that. You should have reminded me.
I have been. You haven't been responding to my texts lately.
I've been busy bringing home the bacon.
Will it be possible to get time off for this weekend?
I don't think so. We can celebrate our 5th anniversary in a few weeks. It's not like we have to celebrate it right away.
Okay, I'm gonna see if Melanie wants to go.
What? You can't take someone else on our romantic getaway.
I would love for you to come, but you won't even ask about taking the time off.
It's not my fault. I would love to go and be lazy on the beach. Think about how I'm gonna feel while you're on the beach. It's just wrong for you to do that, Sydney.
Sorry, but I don't feel too bad. I've repeatedly tried to remind you.
You text me too often. If you want me to respond, you need to be less prolific. Seriously, it's almost like you have found a way to digitally nag me.
You just said that I should have told you. The only texts I sent were about the trip and to make sure you were okay. I wasn't telling you to do anything. Heck, I wasn't even asking you to do anything. If you're gonna try to use that against me, I'm gonna leave a bit early.
What are you talking about?
We're supposed to leave tomorrow. Since I have tomorrow off, I'm just gonna head out. Dinner will be in the fridge. Good luck with work.
I can't believe you're just gonna leave me to work while you're off on vacation.
You were supposed to come with me, since this was supposed to be our weekend to celebrate our anniversary.
This isn't my fault, and you don't have to leave. Just set something up for a few weeks from now, then we can both go. It's really not that hard.
Let me know when you get time off, then I'll start planning the trip. Until then, I don't see much point in taking the time to plan only to have you cancel.
I am not canceling. You can't expect me to ignore work just because you want to act all lovey-dovey.
That's fine. You want to choose work? Go ahead. When you get time off, I'll plan our trip.
You need to cancel.
I paid for the whole trip and I won't get any money back, so no, I won't cancel. I can have a great time on my own if none of my friends are available.
I can't believe you're being so selfish. What am I supposed to eat over the weekend?
That will be something you need to figure out.
Fine. I'll just go to the bar every night.
If that's what you want to do, I'm not gonna say no. Just make sure you don't drive if you drink too much.
Really? You're gonna mother me now? Actually, I think that's what I'll do. I'll invite my mother over while you're gone.
That's fine. I mean, you're an adult and you should be able to make your own meals, but if you want your mother around, that's fine. Just make sure she doesn't go changing the decor.
Stop nagging me. I need to get back to work. You do whatever you want.
Well, thanks for recognizing that I have a choice. Good luck and see you next week. What did you do to the house?
My mother and I didn't like the way it was decorated, so we changed it.
This is my house too? You can't just go changing things.
It's my house. Remember? I picked it out. You just helped pay for it.
I think you mean that I've been paying for it ever since you made the down payment?
Yeah, you've helped.
No, that's paying for most of it. You literally only made the down payment after we married.
That was a lot of money. I paid over 15% of the full cost of the house and all of the fees.
Right, and I've paid 75% over the last 5 years. That's not just helping, David.
You wouldn't have had anything to pay for if I hadn't made the substantial down payment.
You're right, because I had already bought my house. I wouldn't have been paying for a new mortgage.
Yeah. You went away. Since I was stuck here, I got to do something fun.
So you chose all the frilly curtains and flowery decorations?
No, that was all Mom. She has such great taste. After living in a place decorated by you, it's great to have some color. Felt like living in a jail cell.
You picked out most of that stuff. And I said that it was drab.
Of course, the poor decorations were my fault, because you couldn't possibly do anything wrong.
You see? This is why we were supposed to go away together. All we do now is argue.
And I suppose you're gonna say that's my fault too?
Both of us have done this. We need to spend time together to reconnect.
I think you need to stop acting like you know everything and admit that you don't work hard enough on our relationship. After all, you were the one who left for our anniversary weekend.
You were the one to ignore all of my texts and emails, and you didn't bother getting the time off. I really don't know how much more I could have done. It's like you don't even care.
See? I knew it. You were gonna turn it around and make it sound like I'm a horrible husband.
Ugh, I need to get to work.
Make sure you have dinner ready by 4. My mom is gonna be staying for a while.
What? You know that we don't get along. You promised me that she wouldn't stay here without talking to me first.
Well, you went away for the weekend. She was the one who was there for me. She's always the one who's there for me.
I've been trying. You just don't seem to care. Who forgets their anniversary after having multiple long discussions about taking a trip?
Someone who spends most of their time working. No matter how hard I try, you just don't appreciate the amount of work I do to make sure we have a roof over our heads and food in our bellies.
You work because you want to. I make more than enough money to cover everything.
So you want me to feel horrible, huh? Rubbing it in that you're the breadwinner?
I'm not trying to rub it in, but you keep saying you have to work. That's not true. I really want our marriage to work, so please, start making it more of a priority.
My boss just came in and told me that they need me to take a series of trips over the next few months.
What?
Since I know you're gonna just nag me, this is perfect. Maybe you'll even learn to appreciate me if you don't have me around to nag.
Maybe you're right. Let me know if you want me to help you get ready for the trip.
My mom can help me pack.
When are you supposed to leave?
This weekend.
Make sure that your mother doesn't stick around after you leave.
Why? She can stay in my home for as long as she wants.
Why would she want to be here without you?
She has more plans for the house.
Well, she can come back when you're home and rework your study.
I told her to go nuts. I'm not gonna tell her she has to stop now.
If you don't tell her that she needs to leave, I'll invite my brother to stay until you return.
You can't do that. It's my house.
It's our house, David.
Fine. If you don't want my mother there, I'll send her back home for now. But you need to pay for the return trip.
You said you bought a one-way ticket. Why should I pay for the ticket back?
Because you're the one who wants her to leave, so you should pay for the ticket.
But you were gonna have to pay for... You know what? Fine. I'll take care of getting the ticket.
No, I'll get the ticket. You can wire me the money.
Fine. I need to go. I've got a conference call.
Of course. Whenever I need something from you, it's not a good time.
Have a good day, David. I'll see you at home. Byron, are you at work?
Hey, sis. Yes. Actually, I'm in a meeting, so I can't talk, but if you want to distract me with text, I'm all for it.
I found something that has me really concerned, and I need your advice.
Ah, coming to your incredibly intelligent brother for advice? Sounds like you're making good decisions these days.
I dare say that you're right about that.
Oh, you're finally starting to see reason. Huh, that's a move in the right direction.
I'm being serious. I finally convinced Martha to leave yesterday.
How did David react to you kicking her out of the house?
I didn't kick her out. Well, not exactly. David had to go on a trip for work, so I insisted that she leave when he did. Of course, she tried to stick around saying that it's her house.
Her house? That house belongs to you and David.
That's what I thought, but I was cleaning up the place since neither of them did while I was gone.
Where did you go?
David decided he couldn't make our anniversary trip.
Ouch. You're a better woman than most I know. If I did that to my wife, she would have my butt.
What husband would reject a trip tailored to what he wanted, planned and paid for by his wife?
Someone who's off his rocker?
Thanks, I needed that.
So what's up?
I found the deed to the house, and he did not put my name on it.
He didn't put your name on the house that you've been paying for?
It gets worse. His mother's name is on the deed. So if anything happens to him, she'll be able to kick me out, right?
What about his will?
Hold on. That son of a... He's leaving everything to his parents and siblings. I'm not gonna get anything.
Man. Whew. That guy really knows how to play people.
Glad he's impressed you. Oh, is there anything I can do?
Not legally. Why didn't you sign the papers too?
Because he did it as a surprise to me. When I told him that I needed to be on the paperwork, he said he'd take care of it.
And in 5 years you didn't bother to check?
If your wife tells you that she's gonna handle something, do you check behind her?
I see your point.
I did remind him about it for the first couple of months, but he said he took care of it.
How do you pay for the house?
I get regular emails about it. Oh, and a reminder in the mail.
Oh, well, there is something you can do. It's shady, but not illegal.
Shady and not illegal? That sounds like the way he got me in this situation.
That's true. But before I let you know what you could do, your name is actually on anything?
No.
So you aren't financially tied to the house?
Nope. My name isn't on the mortgage or anything. I just handle all of that.
Okay, good. Oh, the meeting's wrapping up. I'll email you the details.
Sounds good. And thank you, Byron.
After you helped me through school, forcing me to take things seriously, I owe ya.
It's what older sisters do.
What the hell, Sydney?
Oh, it's great to see that you're responding to me now. So just to let you know, the divorce papers are signed and submitted. Congratulations.
I'm glad I'm not married to you anymore, you monster.
Me, a monster? What could you mean?
They foreclosed on my house. You know that it's always been my family's dream to have their own house, and now I'm losing that house, and my credit is ruined.
Yeah, that does seem to suck for you. But hey, at least you didn't lose nearly $500,000 on paying for the house.
You were my wife, so it made sense that you would pay for the place where we lived.
I was your wife, so my name should have been on the deed.
You grew up in a house. When your parents died, you got a lot of money. I never got all of that. The least you could have done as my wife was to help me get a house for my family.
I've never owned my own house, and I lost my parents, David. I would much rather have had my parents back instead of the money.
Oh, wow. You made me lose my house. It took me years to save up for the down payment.
Well, it's gonna be up for auction soon. You can always try to get it back that way.
I don't have enough money to do that.
What have you been doing with your money while we were married? Wait, you know what? I don't care. I paid for everything for 5 years. If you didn't bother to save, that's on you.
I shouldn't have had to save. Once you finished paying off my house, I wouldn't have had much to pay for.
The bills for the house were over $1,000 a month. And food was almost that much since you kept having people over to visit.
What? That's ridiculous.
Then there's the property taxes and a few other things. Yeah, you would have needed more like $3,500 a month. Unless you were willing to change your lifestyle.
It doesn't matter now because you made me lose my house. My mother put so much time into making it look amazing. Now all of that money is lost.
You're supposed to remove all of your stuff.
Well, I didn't know who they were when they came and forced us to move. Now Mom and I aren't allowed back on the property.
Wow, you probably shouldn't have done that.
Well, you shouldn't have made me lose my house.
Oh, are we playing that game? Okay, you shouldn't have lied to me and not put my name on the deed.
Well, you were a horrible wife.
You scammed me. Let your mother bully me and lied to me for years, but sure, I was the problem.
I did a lot of the cooking and cleaning. You were never appreciative of that.
Keep telling yourself that.
See? You never appreciated what I did for us.
You held up your end of the chores. When I worked late, you took care of the cooking and the cleaning.
I also took care of all that on the weekends, and before my company came to visit.
Of course, you took care of that for your guests.
My friends all said that I was so whipped because you didn't take care of us when they visited. Just wait until they learn how much worse you actually are.
I have no problem with you telling them whatever you want, while you're crashing on their couches.
I can't believe you would do this to me and my family. You're the worst.
Oh, sweetie, it's not over yet.
What's that supposed to mean? What more can you do to me? Were you at my house today?
Oh, hi, David. Are you stalking me?
I know that someone bought the house at auction. I was gonna tell the new owner about what happened, but you were there.
Ah, you were gonna try to give the new house owner a sob story, huh? Well, don't worry. I'm already familiar with the history of the house.
Did you already talk to the new owner or something?
I am the new owner. Considering I already paid nearly the whole thing off, I made sure that I actually benefited from it.
I can't believe you did that! It's illegal!
Not any more than what you did. I just found a way to get my name on the house. Funny, since you left everything for me to take care of, making it easy to make sure that I was able to budget to take it.
How did you manage to screw me out of everything like this?
Simple. Since my name was on the bills, I simply updated the account to remove your email address. Then I had all of the mail sent to a P.O. box so you wouldn't see anything. When the notices started to come in that no payments were made, I just ignored the notices. Then I started the divorce. With the money I saved on not paying for that last year, I was able to buy my house outright. Ta-da!
You owe me! That house is mine! I'm gonna sue you!
Good luck with that. You tried to screw me out of my inheritance and get a house out of it. Instead, you ended up helping me get my first house. Thank you, David.
I won't let this stand. You won't get away with this.
And since I have so many bad memories at this house, I'll be putting it up for sale. After I make all of the improvements I wanted to make, but you refused to do.
I won't let you. You can't change my house.
Treat your next partner better, and maybe things will work out better for you. Good luck, David.
This isn't over, Sydney. I will get my house back.
True to his word, David made sure that wasn't the end of things. He came to the house with our old house key and tried to get inside. When that didn't work, he broke one of the windows and ran off. Of course, I had changed the locks and installed a doorbell camera. Everything he did was on record. He was arrested, but it was a pretty minor offense, so not much came of it. David was never the fastest learner though, so of course he came back while on probation. This time he came with his father and brother. Those idiots wore all black, thinking that it wasn't obvious who they were. They even used their names when talking as they broke into my house. Since I had security cameras installed and those cameras have audio recording, everything they said was filmed. They managed to do substantial damage to some of the renovations I was doing. As I didn't want to live in that house again, there was no one home, which I'm grateful for since they had brought zip ties and other things, planning to do something to me. When they didn't find me, they did some damage to other parts of the house. When they were arrested this time, it was considered a lot more serious, especially since they had talked about what they wanted to do to me when they got me. They wound up turning on each other, but that didn't save any of them. They were all serving different sentences, with David getting 3 years. When Martha came to the house to try to scare me not to press charges, I caught her on camera trying to hit me with her cane. Of course, she wound up getting her own sentence. I currently have several interested buyers, even after warning them about my former in-laws. Apparently, the amount of news coverage it got made people more interested, especially since I installed top-of-the-line security that was being sold with the house. Now I stand to make a pretty tidy profit from it, with the current bid being $1.1 million. With that, I can have the perfect house for me and my new puppies.